So as you guys have been following, these past 2 years, I've been working on normalizing my relationship with food. My eating was out of whack 2 years ago. I was craving foods when I really should have been focusing on my job. I was breaking up with relationships because my food was more important to me, and all the rest. And I was just thinking that I was a food junkie. And I thought back in my life at other people who had junkie-like mentalities toward food. Now, when I was in elementary school, I had a classmate who wasn't necessarily overweight, but he ate junk food like a junkie. Every time we had school events where we would be asked to bring snack foods to share, he always brought the biggest bag of chips and snacks. And he was a good eater. I mean, he didn't show it on his body weight, but he showed it with his behavior, if you get what I mean. Now, when we were in 5th grade, one day during recess, he's a very energetic kid. You know, always getting into big social groups, very socially energetic. He goes, "Look what I have." And he had a cigarette and a lighter. And he tried his first cigarette in his life, apparently. And he coughed like crazy, and we all laughed our heads off. This would have been in 1997, before it was really frowned upon to try a cigarette in elementary school, right? I mean, there were certainly warnings back then, but it was one of those things that kids will do it, and it wasn't seriously punished over it. Now, 6 or 7 years ago, he had to go to rehab. He had a DUI for using heroin. And it just goes to show that junk food could be the ultimate gateway drug, right? As much as we like to talk about gateways, probably much more so than marijuana when I think back on it. I know of plenty of healthy people who smoke marijuana on occasion. I can't say the same thing about people who dabble with junk food, right? A lot of people, I know a lot of people who avoid it. I know a lot of people who overindulge. I can't think of too many people who can dabble.